EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings.
Bill Riker at the kickoff for the Vikings.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Bill Riker will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. How do we take it in? Across Merritt. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of
19 yards right away to kick off this drive. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll go play action here with Daniel. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington. 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll foul forward for a gain of 4 yards.
32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's new set down. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Here's 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. They've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. This one's off the floor. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst I've had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. And in motion is Brown. And he'll take it on in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commander.
Touchdown, Washington.
His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
After.
It's up
The kick is
and
good.
through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Vikings nothing.
Get your money out. I put money down on all of us, on my people now. On what I love.
To kick off
Baby,
for
we run it down.
Washington.
Get it up in the sun is out. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, I get your money out. Believe it on God, put money down.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, that is a dunk on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the league as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Straight side. Going to be caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
26-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He's taken down. Tough shot at the 10. Decent jump here in this good-looking drive. Pick up 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Tighten up.
The RPO. One is complete. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. As they kick it off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this At the 25. To the 27. A pickup of 7.
To the 27-yard line. A 7-yard
down. They need 3.
Second and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Pass taken in by McCoy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commanders first down. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design to attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme. And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On second down, it's Daniel. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just accurate.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
It's going to be third. They need 1. Third and a yard. It's Daniel. That's a short one. Caught by 6. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A touchdown
No
apiece
gain
here
on
in the
play.
first quarter of play.
Second and 10
Harris Evans
at the
on the
24-yard
scoreboard.
line.
More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hopkinson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And they're going to shoot this ball inside the 25-yard line.
34 yards.
A big play for Minnesota.
Vikings.
It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. A run. It's Jones. Tough running there. He picks up the first down. First and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
plays one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Jones. And he barrels his way into the end zone. There he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown, Vikings.
The extra point.
He knocks it through. Vikings move out to a 14-7 lead. This one away. On the return, Noah Igbinoghene. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
On the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's got this close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. In there for the sack, his fourth on the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. That's how you get yourself out of a second and 20 hole. Big game there to leave them just shy of the first down.
Third down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
To throw is Daniels on first. Picked up by the former Eagle, Isaiah Rodgers. And he is going to bring this one back to a DB's dream of pick six for touchdown.
So in those one-on-one situations, Mike, so often the quarterbacks love attacking those guys in single coverage. The problem is, if you're not perfect with your ball placement and your timing, and that defensive back gets his hands on the ball, there's no one around to make the tackle, and he's off to the races.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Vikings will take a score of 20-7. He kicks this one away. Returning is Igbinoghene. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll get forward for a punt. And second down.
So his team finds themselves now in a bit of a tricky losing situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be brought down after a short kick. Number 24, Jethro Good, a former third overall pick in the draft. They're on the tackle.
And it's third down.
3 to go. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And it's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's now fourth.
Here's Tress Way now.
Tress Way.
As he'll punt it away for the second time.
Isaiah Rogers on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that one is going to be closed down the back. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Mike Clay after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And 3rd down comes up.
13.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's hard to speculate like we sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McCourt. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, that job. Number 17.
First down, Washington.
Throwing again, Daniel. That's swung out to Eckler. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the mark. Another 1st down. Even in the air, here's Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Leonard moves them down to the 1. No timeout for the Vikings. That is go in the second quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had counted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he is not going to get to the goal line with that. He's either going to lose yards on this play. And now it is third and goal. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Cowboy 8.
Third and goal. It's Daniel. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will not attempt to return. So this will come out down to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. That's caught left side by Hopkinson. And it is tackled up around the 45-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock is stopped with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And this is too far out in front. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. More times than not, he's
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Third and offense stop. Just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And that's not going to do it. They'll get another three. And it's fourth and long. The Commanders will use their third and final timeout. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
For the Vikings.
First and 10, here's Daniels. That's caught downfield, but Torrey brings it in. Got his third catch of his first half, and good enough for a first down. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Pat Gay to kick off for Washington.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To the drive, gain of 10 and a quick first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run. It goes. And no gain about 6 there. It's a tough pass for the 35-yard.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. Working out of the shotgun, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Russo.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. Daniels now on 1st down. Samuel has it working in the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect defense. Sometimes players need to make plays. That was a good one there.
At the 15.
Now it's 2nd and 1. One off. And I don't think you got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will not get to the mark. He's going to lose yardage on the play. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Out of bounds behind the line of
I think
scrimmage.
this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job to the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
Washington.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Nice job here by the defense. head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, it's Eckler. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they like it to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, it is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Off the play. Free in the end zone. But this is taken in by a teammate. Fortunate that that was not worse for the offense. The pressure's on. They knock it out of the quarterback's hands. But only a safety instead of the defense getting a touchdown.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, Mike, you always have that clock in your head. But that clock has to speed up even quicker when you find yourself dropping in your own end zone. Unfortunately for them, that fumble doesn't lead to a touchdown, but instead results in the 2-point safety.
First down, Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one ball was just a couple.
Brings up second.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 7.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's going to be third down. The motion man here is McClure. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time.
3 plays
and that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
With Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Minnesota.
First down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First
The job of the offensive lineman is the
line.
key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down. Followed with gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority to use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of 4 as they mark him
Taken down by Bobby
Right after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground. They plan on extending this drive.
Jefferson on the right side. And the Vikings have first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's another.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And this is not going to work into the play. Try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Like Louis Armstrong, break the trumpet off, then break you off something soon. I got to get my props, cops come and try to snatch these pigs when I roll my house down and run the ground to the next town.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. What that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout blow. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead, and extend it to a two-score match.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to throw yourself out. That's 16.
He kicks this one away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Samuel. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over 1st and 10.
It's a 3-tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Up to the middle, here's Jones. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on 1st down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, that may be the quick. And now he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's part of the thing that teams struggle. The most is ball security. It makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
1st and 10. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Too much leg there. That was into the end zone for a touchdown.
20-yard line.
and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. He's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screen. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air again is Daniel. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, please. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Vikings take over.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground now with Jones. Strong running there. Inside with 30. He was on the move with a gain of 9.
10 yards.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
That's good.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. And he'll take it
It's one of those scores where it's completely over, but it's getting the impact.
Yeah, well, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. The kick is good. Vikings will almost even Vikings here in this 4th quarter. 16. He kicks this one away. That is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
This returnable for Naylor.
Hey, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd
at the
down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
While that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be third. They need one. On the ground is Mason. He loses the football. The Commanders come up with it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball. Every defense focuses on.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by McCoy, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Commanders' first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He hit that as he threw to the pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds now inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
18 yards on the connection.
Commanders.
First down, Washington. Throwing again, Daniel. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Daniels gonna throw again. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the goal line and in.
Complete to Zach Ertz.
Touchdown, Commanders. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up
His kick
and
is
good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Commanders 23.
This one not quite over, but down a couple scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's over.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run. Here's Mason. He's able to get away from one man, and the reinforcements were at the back. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Getting just under 90 seconds remaining. Second down, they need 7. They'll drop to throw. Down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
He'll look underneath here for Jones. Now a timeout here by Washington as their second. And the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And we won't see him turn here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Daniel. Downfield is caught by Brown. And he's taken down up past the 35.
26 yards.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Daniels now on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for the Vikings. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.